63 pages. That's how long the California Department of Justice's stipulated judgment with the city of Bakersfield and the Bakersfield Police Department is reviewing their practices and policies. I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter, and this is the third monitor report from the Bakersfield monitor team seeing how well the department is complying with this judgment. Now, while this latest report notes that there has been progress made, it states there's still a long road ahead and community voices agree.
You have bravery over here and a reality that this is really what's going on.
We were formed to give a community's voice to a lot of the policy changes.
As part of the DOJ stipulated judgment, a community advisory panel was created to help share the voices of those the department is charged with serving and protecting. Those like longtime Bakersfield resident Tiffany Sagbohan.
We wanted to make sure all of our underserved populations were represented on the panel.
The latest monitor report noted that critical incidents from the department decreased from 6 in 2023 to 2 in 2024. Officer-involved shootings decreased from 7 to 3. While this was a drop in numbers, the report stated that internal review boards often defaulted to justifying officer actions rather than digging into whether force was necessary. Even though she's worked parallel to law enforcement, Sagbohan told me she's had her own reservations in the past. In fact, that's why she applied to be on the advisory panel. But over the years, she says she's seen the behind-the-scenes work and believes BPD is genuinely trying, but the changes aren't always visible to the public.
At this point, I just think the community just don't care right now, because of what's been going on in the past.
When you see only the bad stuff, it's almost like, has it really changed? I do see that they're trying to make an effort to be more engaged in the community, trying to listen to what the community has to tell them.
While the report criticized the department for not submitting finalized training plans, Sagbohan answered, sharing that those reports are in the process of being reviewed, approved, and submitted. Another community concern was over-policing in certain neighborhoods.
So some people just see the initial response. Yeah. Take a second and pay attention. Go back about 5 minutes later and see, is it still the same amount of cops that showed up?
Still, progress is happening. BPD earned compliance in areas like crisis intervention and hiring reforms. And citizen complaints only rose slightly, which the monitoring team says could signal greater trust in the complaint system.
I think it is on a trajectory of improvement, but it still needs a lot of work. So when you're dealing with people and you have to pay for the sins of people before you, and you're not that person, so it's kind of hard to shed your reputation completely.
And the monitor team said the Year 3 use of force analysis, which is set to be released about halfway through this year, will have a more in-depth analysis into the department's use of force practices. In Bakersfield, I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter.